Good evening, YTPC Pipers. How are you guys doing? I do have comments to reply to. Sorry, I've been busy. I've been looking at apartments, or rather like house rentals, and I'm going to be moving into a new place. All being well, this weekend I found a cool pad and I'll be moving out of here. And I have been cheating on you guys because I actually got some Squadron leader, and I've had a couple of bowls of this over the last couple of days, and I have my infamous Squadron leader review, and I'm going to revisit it. What I'm just going to say real quick is what I've noticed about Samuel Gawiths tobaccos is they're very well balanced, they're very well behaved, and Squadron leader, you know, we can talk like endlessly about English blends, and in the past I had some incredible English blends, really strong, real smoky, real campfire-ish. But what I will say is, as I didn't have any English blends to compare this to, especially of any age, like in the past before I got into the whole posting my videos on YouTube, is this is really well balanced. It's such a well-behaved smoke. It just, no tongue bite, it just burns great. It needs some drying time, it definitely needs some drying time, but such a well-behaved smoke. Now I'm going to compare it tonight to the famous Balkan Sobranie. Let me put on my specs. The Balkan Sobranie, made in the British Isles, and again, I'm gonna reference tobaccoreviews.com, and it is a Balkan blend, obviously, Latakia, Oriental, Turkish, Virginia. So it is an Oriental, and it smells, the reason why I'm doing this quick video is it smells like just like Squadron leader, but it looks different. It's darker, it's got more Latakia in it. It smells like it's got more Latakia, and it looks like it too. Now, it does not feel dry. I've got the windows open, it's 74 degrees outside. I'm in southern Arizona. We got rain tonight, it's been a little humid, but this has been sitting out drying for like between 20 and 30 minutes, but it it doesn't feel dry. It doesn't feel dry. I actually, I mean, not that you want it bone dry or anything, but it still feels damp. Still feels damp. I'm tempted to put it in the oven, but I won't do that. I'm going to pack it into my Melina Pisa pipe, and I did have a bowl earlier tonight, not very long ago, like a half or a third of a bowl of Squadron leader in here, which actually I have a little bit out. The rest of the Squadron leader I actually put into a jar and labeled it with a date, and I heated the jar up, and it is sealed so that it can age well. However, as you guys know, I have a very limited tobacco cellar, and pretty soon I'm going to have a cool, like, bookcase kind of area, and I'm going to show you my limited 3 or 4 tins. No, seriously, I'm going to have a cool area that I'll like shoot some videos in. So I got a little bit of Squadron leader out. That's enough for a short smoke in my short smoke pipe, or one of them, and you can't see it because the lights are down, but I'm going to load up this Melina Pisa and tell you what it smells like. Smokes like, sorry. I'm just a little bit giddy and excited to be moving. So, like, hopefully I'll get the keys this weekend, and be on to a new part of my life. That'd be very nice. I hope you guys are all doing well. I love the videos that I've watched over the last week or two. And I actually recorded some video on my nice camera, but I don't have the drive space right now, or the time and processing power to edit it. So what I'm going to do is, once I've got my new work area set up in this new house, I'm going to do some videos, see if I can do something cool for the community, and follow up on the gore that I promised. I will be doing a giveaway. And but right now I've got some other priorities, and also I've got to make some purchases online before I can fulfill that promise. But moving is always a little hectic. So let's light this baby up. The infamous Balkan Sobranie. Well, that lights nicely. It's not a fair review. It's not really a review, but it's not exactly fair if it was a review, because this pipe does not have a cake built up yet, and I smoked a bowl about an hour ago, so the wood is going to be damp. Alright, so from the initial light, I gotta say, it's very smooth. It reminds me very much of Squadron Leader. My palette is all Squadron Leader right now, but Squadron Leader is subtle. It is. I've seen other reviews and people, I even said it might be considered boring, but it's not. It's just a smooth, more subtle, very well balanced tobacco. It really is, and I like Squadron Leader. Now, if you have a 5 to 10 year aged and soda bed by Esoterica, you got a rare Pelican tin from back in the day, Pelican by Batera, and if that was aged, it would be like so smoky, so campfire-ish, and the staining of the paper inside the tin would be like so incredible. There's no staining here. That's like that, and the Esoterica, you know, like real strong. I'm not going to talk about Penzance, because Penzance is a different breed. Penzance is different. I don't consider Penzance the epitome of an English blend tobacco. It's not. It's different. It's unique, right? But a really well aged, where there's staining on the paper and you can see the maturity, and it just got that maturity to it, where there's crystals built up on the tobacco and whatnot, and real staining and a real funkiness to it. In something like this, or the Batera Pelican, you know, or the Esoterica blend, or probably also like a Dunhill nightcap. Those are what I would compare for a really typical or like traditional English blend, not Penzance. Anyway, let's relight this baby. I am so looking forward to moving. And moving is a bitch, but whatever. Well, I gotta tell you, like right off the bat, without any kind of complexity to my review, without letting this dry really properly, I've never smoked this before. you hear about it. It's one of those more difficult to acquire tins, and it's just got a whole, I don't know, what's the word, not genre, whatever, like built up around it, aura, right? And I will say, it's a smooth tobacco. There's no sense of tongue bite. There's no bite to it. There's no bite to Squadron Leader. There's no bite to Squadron Leader. I've noticed there's, in my experience, there's no bite to Samuel Gawiths blends. I mean, unless you smoke them real fucking moist, and they're just too wet to smoke, and you rush it. I actually have a tin of full Virginia Flake, and I'm gonna open that on camera over the next few weeks, and see how that is, because initially when I smoked that, it was real bitey. This is smooth. Balkan Sobranie. Or is it? It's upside down, sorry. The Balkan Sobranie. Oriental blend. Latakia, Oriental Turkish with a Virginia base. It gets great reviews. It's famous. If I read the reviews, it's not going to tell you anything you don't know if you've not like searched for 5 minutes. But I love the fact that I finally got some jars to put tobacco in, because in the past I've always just left tobacco in tins, and I'll open the tin and smoke it over time, and it'll dry out too much, you know. It'll dry out too much, and then you're wasting the last part of your tobacco because it's just too dried out, you know. Unless you've got a humidor, which I don't. So, on this Balkan Sobranie, I'd say, remember, my palate is not great for picking out the different aspects or flavors or components of tobacco. I would say it's a little less sweet. I get a sweetness out of Squadron Leader, and this is a bit more on the spicy side, spicy Oriental side. But I'll say it's smooth, just like Squadron Leader. It's smooth, it's well behaved. There's a reason why it's popular and sought after. The Cornell and Deal small batch blends that I have, that are very heavy in the Virginia red Virginias, both of them I think. Those are a bit more harsh. There's more vapor when you retrohale. It feels more moist. It's more bitey on the retrohale. They are heavier, higher nicotine hit tobaccos, and they're excellent. Excellent, don't get me wrong. But as far as easy smoke, well behaved, this is there with Squadron Leader for sure. And should a tobacco, and should a tobacco be a flavor bomb? Does it have to be a flavor bomb? No. I think it should be enjoyable. on a slow smoke and relaxed. There's more campfire while you're smoking in the flavor of the Balkan Sobranie. It's more lattice gear forward than the Squadron Leader. Squadron Leader tastes a little bit sweeter on the sides of my tongue. Both excellent tobaccos. I'm even getting maybe a little citrus on this one. And obviously you got to smoke a tobacco over time and at different times of day and get through to the bottom of the bowl and see how it changes, because tobaccos change from when you light them to the middle to the bottom of the bowl. You guys know it. I'm the amateur compared to the rest of you. Anyway, 16 minutes in. That is enough for this video. Hopefully the next time we speak, I'm going to be in a new place and you're going to see some different scenery. Take care, my piper friends. Until next time.